In this video we're making a simple sliding knot bracelet with leaf knot tassels. Leaf knots are cute little stopper knots shaped like leaves, and you can place them at the end and they stop the end of your cord disappearing inside your sliding knot. For this design we're using 100 centimeters of 2mm satin nylon cord. We start by making a loop in the center of our cord with the left side cord on top of the right. Now, holding these cords where they overlap and this left side cord on the top, we're going to bring this cord down the back and around our finger 3 times to make 3 full loops around. Once you've got your 3 loops that come around your finger and the other cord, then we want to just gently remove the loops off our finger. Now with our cord here that we wrapped around, we gently bend this around and poke it down all 3 loops, pulling it out the right hand side. Now we can gently pull our knot down nice and tight, and this should be a little sliding knot, so it should slide along the other cord. You can test it out and make sure it's sliding okay. Now we're going to get the general sizing for our bracelet. So you want to just pop your bracelet on and pull it down so it's the right size. Now you can take note of where the end of your strand needs to be. That's where we're going to pop our little leaf knot. So just grabbing onto that point and then taking the bracelet off. Now we're going to start to tie our leaf knot in this position. So I just flip it around so that I'm able to hold it between my thumb and forefinger in that spot, and the end of the cord is pointing upwards. Now, still holding the same spot, I bring the cord around to form a loop that's about the size of the leaf I want to make. Now we're starting at the bottom of the leaf and we're going to bring the end of our thread up the loop and across to the left hand side. Trying to keep these threads down towards the bottom of the leaf. Now bringing the thread around the back and up the loop again and across to the right hand side. So we just continue bringing our thread around each side and up the loop across to the opposite side. Keeping these stitches towards the bottom side of our leaf and working our way up the leaf. Alternating each stitch and working your way to the top. And you want to start to form your little leaf shape to be a little bit smaller in the bottom, a little bit wider in the center, and then a little bit smaller towards the top as well, so that it's shaped like a leaf. You can adjust the shape of your leaf by how tight you pull your threads. Keep bringing your threads around and up this little loop. Pulling those threads down as you get towards the top and just working with them so that you have a nice leaf shape. You can pull the threads tight on each end and work with your threads until they're sitting how you like them. Once you're happy with that first leaf knot, you can cut the thread off if you like, but I find it's best to wait until you've done the second leaf knot as well. Make sure they're sitting nice and even and you're happy with both, just in case you need to retie either of the knots. Now you want to put your bracelet into the right size, and we're going to place our second leaf knot in the same position on this other cord so that they sit nice and evenly. So grabbing that spot there, that will be the base of your leaf, then we can bring this thread around to make a little loop about the size of the leaf you want to make. Now bringing this thread up the loop and across to the left hand side, then again we start weaving our thread around to make the details for our leaf. Bringing the thread around each side and up the loop in between. Once you're happy with that second leaf knot, you can check that they're nice and even. You can always retie them if you need to, but if you're happy with them, then you can go ahead and snip the ends off just off the top of the leaf. Then I like to gently mount the end of my thread with a flame and tap the end gently so it fuses together and doesn't fray or undo. And there's your simple sliding knot bracelet with leaf knot tassels.